Hey guys, welcome back to episode 20 of FTB Infinity Evolved on Minecraft 1.7. So we've got lots to do today, so let's get started. Okay guys, so today we're back in the mining dimension. So the first thing I want to do today, I want to spawn some withers so I can get some nether cubes. So I've got 8 soul sand, I've got 6 wither skeleton skulls. I've also got a jeweled apple, just in case. So let's spawn in our first wither. Get 3 skulls. Okay, let's pop that. Let's consume our apple. Wait for him to explode. There we go. Okay, let's spawn in another wither. Okay, there we are. We've got 2 nether cubes, perfect. We've also got 2 miniature yellow hearts. Okay guys, I'm going to head back to base. I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back. I'm just going to put some things into the ME system. These division sigils, miniature yellow hearts. And let's get rid of these rare shaded grab bags. Okay guys, so the first thing I want to do today is I want to craft the Charm of Dislocation. So if we type in charm, and this is the thing we want to build, the enhanced Charm of Dislocation from Draconic Evolution. It requires 4 draconium, 3 ender pearls, a Charm of Dislocation, and a Wyvern Core. The Wyvern Core is 4 draconic cores, a nether cube, and some draconium. So I think we'll make the Charm of Dislocation first. So for that we need 4 draconium dust, 4 blaze powder, and an eye of ender. So let's get 5 of these. And we need 4 draconium dust. And let's just make an eye of ender. And there's our Charm of Dislocation. Let's put that back in there. Okay, so I'm going to make the Wyvern Core. So we need 4 draconic cores. So I'm going to get some draconium. Make 4 of these. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to make the Wyvern Core. There we go. And there's our enhanced Charm of Dislocation. So I'm going to get some ender pearls. Let's get a good amount of ender pearls. So what this does, it allows us to teleport anywhere in the world regardless of a dimension, so cross-dimensional. So let's set our first waypoint. I think we need to add fuel first. Let's add all the fuel. Okay, then we're going to add our first waypoint. So I'm going to call it home. Commit. I'm going to set that lock to locked so we don't accidentally delete it. Okay. So let's go to the quarry. Okay, so I'm going to shift right click and I'm going to add a new waypoint and I'm going to set it to quarry. I'm going to click commit. There we go. So now if I shift and use the scroll wheel, I can cycle through the waypoints. So I'm going to hit home and right click. There we go, we're back home. So I think I'm going to do this for the never and the end. And then we don't have to use these link books. So let's go to the mob farm. Shift right click. Never mob farm. Commit. Okay, let's head back home. Let's go to the end island. Again, shift right click, add new, and we'll call it end island. Commit. Okay, let's head back. And I think we'll do the Twilight Forest as well. May as well. Twilight Forest. Let's head back home. Okay. So that's brilliant. We've now got a way to teleport anywhere we like, just for some ender pearls, and we don't need to use the link books. Perfect. Okay, guys. So I'm going to check the clipboard for today. So we've killed the wither, and we've crafted the dislocation charm. So the next thing I want to do today, I want to craft the MFE. Because last episode we crafted the Nanosuit, and in order to charge the Nanosuit we need the MFE. So let's head into the industrial craft room and let's look up the recipe. So we need 4 energy crystals. We need a basic machine casing, which is just iron plates, and we need insulated gold cables, which is just gold cable and some rubber. So I'm going to make the gold cables first. And I'm going to use the metal former in extrude mode. and this will create the cables. Okay, whilst that's doing, I'm going to craft the energy crystals. So it's just redstone and diamond dust, which is just macerated diamonds. And there's our energium dust. We need 36 of those. And we put those inside the compressor. And these will compress down into energy crystals. Okay, there's our insulated gold cables. And we need 8 iron plates. Okay guys, I'm just going to wait for these to do and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I've got the final energy crystal. We just place that in there and there's our MFE. And we get an achievement, storage upgrade. Okay, let's get some cable. Okay, hopefully we should be able to charge this from the generator. Yep, this is now charging up. Okay, we'll wait for that to charge up. I'll just put these blocks back in the chest. Okay guys, this is going to take quite a while, so I think we'll move on to our next task of the day. So our main task of the day is to automate the Applied Energistics inscriber, because at the moment we've just got hoppers going into the inscriber and some chests with a transfer node, but I want to automate it using Applied Energistics and Steve's factory manager. So if we type in factory manager, the first thing I want to make today is the machine inventory manager. So it requires a block of redstone, a piston, some stone and some iron. So let's make some of those. There's our inventory manager. And next we'll need some inventory cable. So I'm going to make some weighted pressure plates. Make 4 of those. I'm going to make 16 of those. Okay, so we also need to make the inscribers. So that requires sticky pistons, iron and a fluix crystal. So I'm going to make 9 of those. Okay, we've run out of pistons. no problem, because we can just order up as many as we like from the ME system. Okay, inscriber. Make one more of those. Perfect. Okay, I think we'll also need an energy acceptor to convert the power to power the inscribers. We'll also need some flux ducts, and we'll also need some fluids cables. So I think I'm going to build a setup in this wall here. So let's knock through. And let's get some power. Okay guys, so I'm going to place down the energy acceptor. This will convert RF power into Applied Energistics power to power the inscribers. And I think I'm going to have the inventory cables here. So we'll have the inventory manager here. And now let's just place the inscribers. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to run a cable just across these inscribers here. So all these should get power now. Okay, let's make some chests. We need some chests. So I'm going to make a couple of iron chests. I think we'll leave them as iron. That's all we need. Okay, let's head back up. Put some stuff away that we don't need. Yeah, I think I'm going to have the chests one block out. So I'm going to get some inventory cables. I'm going to place them here and here. And I'm going to place the chests here and here. Okay, perfect. So these are all wired up. Okay guys, so the next thing we need to do, we need to craft some presses for the inscribers. So I'm just going to get out my presses that we already have. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of the silicon press. So let's make 3 blocks of iron. Make a few of those. Okay, so we place the block of iron into the inscriber, and this allows us to copy the presses. So we need 3 silicon presses. Perfect. So let's put one back. And then we need a copy of the logic press, the engineering press, and the calculation press. So let's make another engineering press. And then the calculation press. And finally, the logic press. Okay guys, so we have 3 silicon presses, an engineering press, a calculation press, and a logic press. So let's put that back there. Okay, so if we head back down, I'm going to place the presses into the inscribers. So we've got 3 silicon presses. Then we've got the logic press, the calculation press, and the engineering press. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to get some silicon. We get this by macerating sand, pulverizing sand. We also need some redstone. We also need some gold bars, some gold ingots. And we need some pure Certus. And finally, we need some diamonds. I'm just going to get some diamonds. So now we can begin the task of programming this setup. So I'm just going to place all the ingredients down there. And I'm going to right click the inventory manager. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a group node. And I'm going to rename it to silicon. Sorry, that's the wrong one. I meant to create a command group. And I'm going to rename it to silicon. And now we can begin the task of programming the setup. So I'm going to create a trigger. and I'm going to create an input, and I'm going to join those together. Now I'm going to select one of the iron chests, so it's this one, minus 328, minus 41. So it's this one, I believe. And we're going to set the target to down, that's fine. And we're going to whitelist silicon. Raw silicon. Okay. So let's make that a bit neater. So I'm going to make a flow control. And I'm going to set it to split and 5 outputs. And then we're going to make some outputs to the inscribers. So let's try and find out the location of this top inscriber. So it's 330 and 50, I believe. $330 and 50. There we go. Now we want it to go in the side. So it's south, the south side. And we want to whitelist silicon. Okay, there we go. That's working. We just need to do it for the other 2 inscribers. So that was minus 330, minus 42. So let's create an output. So it's going to be these 2. Oh, I could have done it with just one output actually. Okay, let's get rid of this. And let's get rid of this. So I'm going to set the output inventories as all 3 of those. And let's connect these together. Perfect, there we go. We've now got silicon going into the inscribers, and these are creating printed silicon. Okay, so the next thing we want to do, we want to get the silicon, the printed silicon, out of these machines and into the bottom of these machines. So I'm going to make a trigger. And I'm going to set an input. I'm going to choose all of those. And I'm going to choose north for the target. and I'm going to choose printed silicon. I'm then going to output it to the Y48 machines. So that's one, and that's one. Perfect. And I'm going to choose down for the target. And I'm going to whitelist silicon, the printed silicon. And look at that. Perfect. We've now got printed silicon in the bottom of these inscribers. So that's perfect. Okay, so let's close this group and let's create a new group. And I'm going to call it circuits. Okay, so I'm going to create a trigger. And I'm going to call this one gold. And I'm going to create an input. And I'm going to select the iron chest. And I'm going to choose gold ingots. And then I'm going to output the gold ingots into the inscriber. So it's going to be the 49. So it's going to be this one. So it's going to be minus 41, 49. So it's that one. Perfect. I'm going to set the target as south. I'm going to set the whitelist to gold ingots. Okay, this isn't working, so let's debug.
One eternity later.
So it's 41 and 49. 41, 49. 49, 41. Okay, we want gold ingots. Okay guys, I've done it. So we've now got gold going into here. And these are making printed logic circuits. Okay, so I'm going to do that for the remaining two inscribers. So I'm going to make a trigger. I think we can copy. Yep. So I'm just going to copy that. So instead of gold, I'm going to use Certus, pure Certus. And I'm going to copy the output. So instead of 41, it should be 42. 42, 49. And we want pure Certus. Okay, so let's give that a test. There we go. Pure Certus is going in, and it's making printed calculation circuits. So there's one more to go. So let's just copy all these. So we want diamonds. And the inventory is minus 43. Perfect. And diamond. Let's wire all these up together. And there's our diamonds. And that makes printed engineering circuits. So now we're going to take out the circuits from these machines, and we're going to put them into the bottom row of inscribers along with the redstone. So let's make a new command group. And let's call it redstone. So we want a trigger, we want an input, and we want to whitelist redstone. No, that's wrong. We have to scroll through all of these things. There we go, redstone. Then we just create an output. And we want the bottom row of inscribers. So that's Y48, Y48, Y48. And I believe we have south as the target. And then we just type in redstone again. There we go. Perfect. There's our redstone. Okay guys, so there's just one more thing to do. We just have to get the circuits out of these inscribers and into the bottom inscribers, and then we just have to output them into the chest, and then we're done. Okay guys, so I'm going to make another command group. I'm going to call it circuits out. Create a trigger. Then I'm going to create an input. And we're going to choose 49, 49, 41. And we're going to choose north. And we're going to whitelist logic circuits. And then we're going to output the logic circuits into the inscriber at the bottom, which is 4841. And the target is up. And logic circuits. And there we go. Perfect. There's our first processor, logic processor. Okay, guys, I'm going to do that for the remaining circuits. So I'm just going to copy that. Copy that. And copy that. So that was 4941. So now we want 4942. And we want calculation, I believe. And then we want 4842. And we set that to calculation. And there we go. Perfect. There's our first calculation processor. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat this for the engineering processors. So we want 4943. And we want engineering processors. Circuits, sorry. And then we want 4843. And we want engineering circuits. Perfect. There we go. And there's our first engineering processor. So let's cover this up because we're finished here pretty much. Okay, so the last thing we want to do is to output all of the items to the chest. So I'm going to call this output. And I'm going to create a trigger. And I'm going to set an input. And I'm going to select Y48, Y48, Y48. And I'm going to select the north side. And I'm going to whitelist the logic processors. The calculation processors. And the engineering processors. I'm going to create an output. And I'm going to set it as the iron chest. And we're going to just whitelist the processors. Wow, and there we go guys. We've just automated the inscriber setup. So we can now make as many processors as we want. And yeah, this works perfectly. All we need to do is supply it with gold, redstone, silicon and Certus. And yeah, I think that's it for today's episode guys. I'm really happy with that. Let's take a screenshot for the thumbnail. Okay guys, I think I'm going to call it there for today's episode. Thanks for watching. In the meantime, do leave a comment, do like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye guys.